The Evening Runway with Hongbin Jeong, Roshan Gidwani, and Chua Tian.
Welcome to Rich. That's Rich Investments,
Character, and Habits.
I'm Hongbin Jeong.
And I'm Roshan Gidwani.
Okay, we just bantered a lot about yachts.
Yeah, we spoke about yachts. Such a rapper thing to do as well.
Today we're talking to a founder and CEO of a yachting company in Singapore, and they're
Yacht
called
Luxe.
Yep. And boy,
What?
they have got the biggest fleet of yachts in Singapore. To be
Wow.
exact,
How many?
over 310
Ooh.
yachts available for charter worldwide.
Worldwide.
I mean, I guess you can call them the Uber of yachts.
Very nice.
Now, the company specializes in all aspects of yachting, including chartering, brokerage management, and investment sales. But there's also a very, very interesting story behind the founder of Yacht Luxe.
That's right. She's a woman with many talents. She's not only the founder, she's also a hedge fund manager, and she's a model as well.
And
she's in the studio with us right now.
I am in awe. I cannot face her. I'm blushing.
It's like a first date. Don't be nervous.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Well, joining us in the studio is Liyann Seet, who's the founder and CEO of Yacht Luxe and executive director and hedge fund partner, Sunova Capital Management. Liyann, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's our pleasure to have you on.
She's got a white suit on. She looks amazing.
Yeah, I feel like we should be doing this interview on a yacht.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Maybe the next time.
All right,
Sure,
there you go.
100%.
So let's get to know you better, Liyann. You're a hedge fund manager at Sunova Capital. What inspired you to pursue a career in finance, and how did your passion for investing develop?
Yeah, sure. So when I think the fundamental question about finance and my favorite part is always $1 today is worth more than $1 tomorrow. So for example, each of us here all have $100. You have 100, you have 100, and I have 100. So assuming you go out there and you have the financial sense, you're like, okay, I'm going to put the $100 in a bank, and then you earn off an interest rate. But you, on the other hand, say, okay, I'm going for a dinner tonight. I'm going to spend money on like steak and wine and dine.
HB wins.
Yeah, you're going to spend it all away. But I, on the other hand, I can spend the $100 investing in the stock market, cryptocurrency, bonds, equities, art companies, or even just buying into private companies for different purposes. And then where you are 10 years from now or 20 years from now, it's how you actually allocate the dollar. Are you going to invest it so that your future self is going to reap the profits for it? Or are you just going to spend it away mindlessly? Or even if you leave it in the bank, the inflation at this rate is going to go against your interest rate in the banks that you actually have.
Yeah.
So I actually really love the idea of investing, and I started investing at the age of 18. And on the first year that I did, I actually did 50% return on the stock market.
Wow.
I went on later. I'm pretty old now. I'm 33. So I went on later to build a 12 years career in the finance industry, from investing all the way from real estate investments into quant global hedge fund and even into venture capital investing. I love all the cycle of like investments on it.
I mean, you don't look a day over 30 and you have all this, knowledge about finance. But I'm pretty sure that as a woman, you probably faced a lot of challenges in the finance industry where it is, men heavy. Right? So what kind of challenges did you face and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, so I think at the very start of my career, when I entered investment club teaching you how to invest, the first day I walked into the club, a guy came up to me and said, "Are you late because you took the time to put on makeup on your face?"
Ooh.
Yeah, and then I was like, do you have an issue with me? He's like, yeah, because it's very hard to enter this investment club.
Yeah.
And I think you got in based on pretty privileges, or maybe because you come from a rich family, or maybe because you just have no substance and we think you belong to the fashion club, not an investment club. So I was pretty angry and I was like, okay, why don't we do a portfolio? Let's put in 10K, real life trading. Let's open a trading account. At the end of the year, let's see who's going to make more money off the stock market. And it's a competition. And the one who loses quits the club. And he was like, game on. So we really opened the trading account. We made an investment. That was in 2011. So the Singapore REITs was doing really well. And I made over 50% return on it. And he did considerably about 20% return. So he did loss. And he was like, okay, I always thought you were bimbo, but then you have probably more than that. So, but I think discrimination in the industry always happen. So later on, when I went into the hedge fund industry, it was worse because I remembered I was very young and I had a senior position. And then they wanted to hire a COO into the hedge fund. And the COO wrote an email in to the CEO saying that my first day of employment is Liyann's last day of employment.
Oh, no.
Because they feel like, it's like there's just a lot of discrimination in the market, be it against gender or age.
Prejudice, yeah.
Prejudice. But I feel like it's always substance over form. It's always the number at the end of the day that proves whether you're good or not.
Right.
Yeah, you can't lie on your math number on it.
Numbers don't lie.
Yeah, the numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie.
Your performance will always tell the truth.
Okay. Speaking of numbers, you started modeling at 16.
Yeah, I
Before
did.
your first investment at 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are
Are
you
you
still
still modeling now?
I am. So when I first started at 16, it was amusing because I did a Taka jewelry advertisement.
Ooh.
It's like, yes, it was very funny. And then right now, last year, I did a Bentley advertisement. So I am still modeling
Wow.
at this age.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you are truly a multi-hyphenate. You are
Right.
a founder, a CEO,
She's a great
model.
storyteller.
She's a great storyteller.
Game on.
I mean, yeah. What is
I
your
like that.
definition of success? And I mean, do you consider yourself successful?
So the thing is that the peak of my career, I made a lot of money, but I felt like it didn't bring me any joy or happiness. You know, it's just like maybe a different digit number in your bank account. And at the end of the day, I felt very lonely. Like I was all alone in this world, and you have no one to share your joy with. So then I found like great friends who actually supported me from day one when I just really started from the bottom, and they're still with me. And on good days, we're on the yacht partying, maybe jumping off the yacht on the jacuzzi.
Should have met you on
And
day one.
no, I would introduce you. Please come on my yacht next time. I'll invite you guys. And then on bad days, they are always there for me when I'm on the phone, I'm crying. So I realized success is really not about material things, but who's with you on your good days and on your bad days as well.
Squad goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Started
squad
from the
goals.
bottom, now we're here.
That's
Just like a
right,
rapper. It's all about the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. So this segment is called Rich Investments, Character and Habits. So you invest in your friends as well. Tell us about more of your habits that you like to keep. I understand you play touch rugby and enjoy combat sports. Tell us
can
about
you
the
not
importance
do?
of that.
Yeah.
I actually just came back from Thailand from a fight camp doing Muay Thai. So
She's
when
a
I
fighter.
was when I was 13 years old, I started playing touch and contact rugby. I really love combat sports, but I broke a lot of my bones, so I stopped eventually when I turned 21. So from 21 onwards to 33 now, I've been doing a lot of Muay Thai and boxing, Krav Maga, and traditional weightlifting. I like to go to the Thai gyms in Thailand and do boxing and
source.
Muay Thai there.
I
Yeah.
see. I mean, you are juggling so many things. It looks like you also have time for all these habits. What keeps you motivated, and how do you find the time to do all of these things?
So a lot of things about life, it's priority
Yeah.
and building good systems. So where in the organization, especially in the companies you build, is everyone has a fitted role in the company and how efficient you are in your whole team. Even from the hedge fund to Yacht Luxe, it's all a team game. Everyone have their proper role. And a lot of things about life is efficiency. Are you going to use a vacuum cleaner or are you going to use a broom?
Bars.
So that's I always tell my analysts, like, think smarter, work more efficiently. It's like when I was in Switzerland, the Swiss people accomplish things in a shorter period of time. Like, so always find the fastest and smartest way to do. Don't take the long route. Yeah.
Get there quick. We actually haven't really spoken about Yacht Luxe. Can you tell us more? You're the founder and CEO of Yacht Luxe. Why did you start Yacht Luxe? Was it because you wanted to get to Thailand quicker or in a more luxurious way?
So it was my perception of life. So I was in Thailand and I was driving a car and I got into a car accident where I hit into a Temple Road sign and my wheels just started spinning. And it was a really bad car crash. But when I exited off the car, I was like not a single scratch on my body and the car was like in shambles. And then it was just a few days short of my birthday. And I was thinking, oh, I cheated death. Like I had like extension of my life to live more. And then I thought about life. Like people do live typically to 70, 80 years old. And if I subtract at my age, I probably have less than 50 or 40 years to live. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this short period of less than 40 years of your time on this earth? It's a ticking time bomb that everyone have here. So it's like, okay, I'm going to invest in good companies, good founders, build a better world. But with the remaining time, I'm going to party it up, live my best life, do whatever I love, make the world a better place. And I'm like, my birthday is coming up. I'm going to celebrate it because I just survived. It's another year that I want
Yeah.
to and I also have a lot of good friends. And I was like, I want to not only celebrate my one more year of living, I want to celebrate it with my friends, let them have a good time. So I was like, what's the favorite activity we love doing? Is to go yachting. So then that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to book a yacht. So what I did was that I tried to go online Google to book a yacht. And it was very hard to find information on the internet in terms of transparency of pricing. How does the yacht look like? What is the build? How many people can it fit? And the information is like all over the place. And being the investor that I was like, let's go and look at what's the market size. So I Googled and I realized that the yacht charter industry, just the charter sales, is $70 billion industry. Just the charter, not even the sales. And I was like, dude, how come there was no better mousetrap in the market? It's a huge pie. And why are there no one building it? And I realized that people in the industry is people with excessive money, but they are probably older in their age, so they are not technologically savvy enough to it.
So you saw a gap in the market.
Yeah, I saw a gap in the market, and it's a sizable, addressable market size that people were Googling to try and book yacht charter, and that's when Yacht Luxe was actually birthed. And
Wow.
what happened is that we went through many business concepts.
Hongbin is very impressed.
So
That's
it's
on
like
record.
there's the idea of like, so how the business model of Yacht Luxe work is like it's like an Airbnb. You rent out your house and then you charge per
go.
night. But for this is that you rent out your yacht for people to go fishing, to go island hopping, to go diving, and to jump off the yacht or like have a party or for
Right.
weddings. And then subsequently, people, you book it from people. But then we sat down, we're like, we need to scale this to a global business. And we can't just go into one country, buy 100 yachts there. It's not going to be a global scalable business. So like, okay, let's sit down, build two financial model. One model, we're going to look at how, if we buy 100 yachts, how much are we going to make? The other model is that we work with yacht owners, list them onto our platform, scale it globally to Singapore, Miami, US, Monaco, etc. And how much is it going to make? So the first model was like the cost was too high because you have to pay your captain, your crew, your birding, as well as your depreciation of the yacht. At the end of the day, your opportunity cost, your time that you spend, you're running on such high inventories,
worth it.
it's not worth it. So like the other model, it's the Airbnb or the Uber of yachts. It's like the margins are so high, you don't hold any of the yachts. You can practically take your concept into different countries, scale it worldwide, and just practically build a global yachting brand, tackling the billion-dollar industry.
Okay.
Global vision.
Yeah. So maybe for our listeners here who aren't really,
Yacht savvy.
yacht savvy, there are things called super yachts, luxury catamarans to cruisers. Can you tell us more about the collection and what yacht you need when you're hosting a party, or what yacht you should go for if you're want a
If you're
romantic getaway?
There you go.
Sure. And I think it's a common misconception. They always think, okay, Succession, yachts are only for the rich. This is not true. It's it's for your
Got it.
everyday people.
Every day.
Every day, anyone can go on it. So, for example, in our lowest range version, we have yachts at $899 for 10 people. So each person only paid $90 to go on a yacht. And this is a 39-footer catamaran that can take up to 18 packs. So split the cost up, 90 per person, go on a trip out 4 hours. That's our smallest in the fleet. And also if you would like a mono hulu, that's probably a 45-footer, around the same price range. You can go on your romantic date for 2 hours instead of 4 hours. Go out to Lazarus Island, have a romantic day, drink some wine, have some food, sail back all the way. And for us, we also have the bigger yachts, which is 30 people and all the way to 55 people. It's for big parties or corporate events. So if you want to throw like a big birthday party or corporate events or corporate launches or even your weddings, you can actually hold it there on a 105-footer super yacht.
Sheesh.
There's a jacuzzi.
Evening Runway 1 year celebration, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Are you sponsored?
Sure. We know who to call. Liyann
Yeah,
Seet.
sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Righties. Well, do you have a personal preference when it comes to sailing?
I do. I recently threw my birthday party on Monaco 105. It's a super yacht.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Super yacht.
I thought she became Pitbull for a minute. Like,
Pitbull?
Mr. 305, Monaco 105. What?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
very fun. There's a jacuzzi. I hosted 55 of my friends on the yacht. It was really fun.
Where do we
blast.
sign up for this?
I'll
friend
invite
list?
you next time.
Yes.
You're definitely
I
on the
also
list.
want to be on the friend
We're
list.
having a media night.
Is there a
Definitely on the list.
subscription? Go on. Yeah. Okay.
So it was a blast. We're jumping off the yachts. We were having like jet skis. There was a barbecue. And yeah, it was just a good time.
When did your album drop?
Sorry?
Are you a superstar? She's got an all-white suit on.
I know, she's
Amazing.
a model, she's
Yeah,
a
of
CEO, she's a
course.
founder, she is everything you can
Superstar.
imagine.
No, I'm bad at singing. I'm tone deaf.
Okay,
Okay, we
got
found
auto-tune.
something that she's bad at.
I'm tone deaf.
But to close off our interview here, I mean, it's been about 2 years since you started Yacht Luxe. So how would you describe the journey so far, and what can we look forward to moving forward?
Yeah, so it's has been my passion and I love it. So the other industry that we're actually moving into is the wedding, as well as our collaboration with 33 members, 33 members private members club. So people who actually joined the 33 private members club can not only access the private members club in Robinson Road, which is at Raffles Place, they can also have credit to book our wide range of yachts that we have in our inventory. We are also partnering with Paul Pixar to do pet photographies on a yacht. So people can go onto the yacht, take pictures of their pets, and we go on pet cruises. So we are actually, where we are, we see yachting is a lifestyle. People look at yachts as yachts. No, we feel it's the merging of different industries all together, and we want to bring it accessible to the masses. Yeah, and every. So do support us in our journey, because you're not only supporting the staff that join us, and also the companies that are investing. We want to build better jobs and a better world.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you
Alrighty.
for joining us. We've been speaking with Liyann Seet, who is the founder and CEO of Yacht Luxe and executive director and hedge fund partner of Sunova Capital Management. So if you're looking out to, rent a yacht for your
Yeah.
birthday, your wedding, do check out Yacht Luxe.
There you go. Thanks.
This has been Rich on Money FM 89.3. I'm Hongbin Jeong.
And I'm Roshan Gidwani.